Hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome to Ask Think episode number 87 for Monday, February 3rd, 2014. And guys, this is the other one with Think's wife is probably what I'm going to end up calling this one. And you're probably wondering how many likes were on last week's video, and I am recording this on a Friday, so I have no idea. But I want to encourage you guys to leave your question in the comments below so I have something to answer when I get back from vacation. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this video are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. One more thing before we get to the questions. Of course, you guys want to know who won for the 200,000 subscribers special. And here are the 5 lucky winners. They've all gotten inbox messages here on YouTube, and they can choose their prizes. And the first one is from Master Yoda, and it asks, for Miss Think, who is your favorite character on New Girl? I remember you said you liked the show last time you were on this.
My favorite character is probably Jess, because she's so funny.
A. Smith asks, this is a question for your wife, Think. If Think was sick and said he could not do Think Thursday, would you do Think Thursday yourself? That's the Club Penguin one, where I meet them on Club Penguin.
I probably could figure it out. I don't know if it'd be as entertaining as if Think did it, though.
But, I mean, she's you guys have seen her on one of my live streams before. She's good at giving out postcards. Well, I don't know if she would survive the commentary. Mackie Jojo asks, for you or your wife, what is the worst injury you've ever gotten? I think we should both answer this, so you go.
The worst injury I ever got was during my 22nd birthday. I was skiing down a hill in Utah, and I tore 2 ligaments in my knee.
And well, for me, I'm perfect, so I've never really had a major injury. But truthfully, I just know how to fall when I ski. I'm so used to it. Pop It Lovely Club Penguin asks, dear Mrs. Noodle, were you happy/pleased that Think hit 200,000 subscribers? And also, did you support him at first?
I was happy when Justin hit 200,000. I remember him watching the screen and waiting until he hit 200,000, and I did support him at first.
Yeah.
I really didn't know what it was, so I really didn't know how to support him. But I said he could do anything he wanted to do. Yeah,
I mean, she knew what YouTube was. She just wasn't sure how I was going to make a living doing that, because it doesn't make sense. And most people I tell about it still doesn't make sense to. Cooper Behrent asks, dear Mrs. Thinknoodles, what are Think's bad habits?
I don't... That's a
Yay,
tough
he doesn't
one.
have any. What?
Oh,
she's thinking.
Let's see. He has to have 2 cups of coffee a day.
That's
or
not
he
a
has to have a second cup of coffee, or he complains.
That's not a bad habit. It's just a habit. Right?
I can't really think of anything else, but I'm sure there are tons.
No, there's not. It's just like the skiing thing. I'm perfect. Raphael Fanjul asks, for Think's wife, where were you born?
I was born in New York.
It's simple. I think you guys are probably expecting, knowing that she's Chinese, you were expecting something more exotic, but yep, just New York. Duck Rock MC says, hey Rochelle, where in China do your grandparents come from?
My grandparents came from Guangzhou, which is it's pretty close. It's not too far from Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's a southern China, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Shad Short asks, what is your wife's favorite toothpaste?
Oh, that's a funny question, because Justin tends to buy different ones, and it drives me a little crazy. So maybe that's one of his bad habits. But I like the Colgate with the fluoride, and it's Total.
Yeah, the one we have now is disgusting, right?
Yeah,
I hate it. It's horrible, but I bought it online, guys, and it like came in a 3-pack. We just have to use it because it's a waste otherwise, but it's just, ugh, I hate it. Silver Dennis, Think's wife, what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is the dog. And I was born the year of the dog, speaking of which. Chinese New Year is just about now.
Actually, yeah, we're recording this on Chinese New Year, guys. So it actually is Chinese New Year today. Jerome Villanueva asks, Think and Think's wife, do you use Siri a lot?
Actually, I don't use Siri much at all. I think she has a hard time understanding what I want, so sometimes I just get frustrated with her.
You know, I don't use it as often as I should, and I've used it in the past. Actually, recently it's been so cold. What I do is I'll tell Siri to send a text message, and she's pretty good at understanding me. I was surprised, but I don't use it very often at all otherwise. Mahmoud Dean asks, Hey, Think or Think's wife, right? Do you get annoyed when Think travels?
He doesn't really travel without me.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
So not really, because usually when he's traveling, we're going on vacation.
And that's not annoying.
And then, if anything, I'm the one who's traveling without him.
Yeah, that's true, but not really... You know, we really very rarely travel apart, ever. Right?
Yeah, not really.
Callie MC asks, this question is for Mrs. Noodle. What is your favorite holiday and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. I consider my birthday a holiday.
What?
So my favorite holiday would be my birthday. But if I had to pick a traditional calendar holiday, I would probably say Christmas.
Really? You know, see, I was thinking you were gonna either say Christmas or Halloween.
Oh, I like Halloween because I love candy.
Yeah. What? So why Christmas then? Because
you get gifts, and you can get gifts, and you get candy.
So candy on Halloween. So basically, you like Halloween because you get stuff, and you like Christmas because you get stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
And why do you like your birthday?
Because I get stuff.
James Kirby asks, to Think's wife, how old are you?
Ooh, you never ask a girl an age, especially now since my birthday just passed.
Yeah, and I think that's why they asked, because they knew it was your birthday last week. So, yeah. Well, let's just say she's younger than me.
By a few years, mind you. So,
oh, God.
So I am not as old as Think. And I have to say, my age is like the new 20.
I think you just gave away maybe a little bit of your age.
I guess you guys can guess how old I am.
All right. Your aunt asks, this question is for Mrs. Noodles. So anyways, will you be playing Minecraft with Think?
One day I hope to be able to play something. It's very hard with my schedule because I'm never really home. And where I am at work, I can't really play because I'm always busy. But maybe one day, you'll see.
Yeah, she's played once or twice, but I was just teaching her the basics, so she's pretty noobish. So I wouldn't put her on my channel just yet, but you never know, we might do some kind of series together. Caitlin Voss asks, Mrs. Think, do you wish you had Mr. Think's job?
No, a lot of my coworkers wish they had Mr. Think's job. But I have to say, I enjoy what I do. A good day at work means that I've helped someone. So it's a nice feeling, and it's something that I wouldn't trade. But he has fun, so I'm glad he has fun.
Yeah. Savina Laguna asks, hey Think, 2 questions, one for Mrs. Noodles and one for you. Mrs. Noodles, do you have any tips for medical school or anything? Because I would like to be a doctor when I grow up.
Being a doctor is a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication, and you make a lot of sacrifices. Like, I'm never home. I never get to play with Kopi. Or I very rarely get to play with Kopi.
Or me. You don't get to play Minecraft with me.
But you just have to stay dedicated and remember what's important and what you want.
And I got the second question. We'll answer on another Ask Think. S. Mine Ponty asks, for your wife to answer, do you have to wear a certain uniform to work? And if so, wouldn't it ever get dirty?
I get to wear scrubs to work, which is almost like wearing pajamas.
And you have a white coat too.
And I have to wear a white coat. And then if my scrubs get dirty at work, then I can change them because there's a vending machine that has them.
Fried Chicken 85282 asks, here's a question for Think's wife. What's the hardest surgery you've ever done?
I don't know. I can't think of the hardest one I've ever done. All of them are tricky for different reasons.
Well, okay, if not the hardest, how about the longest? What procedure was it that you've been in?
Oh, the longest surgery I have been in is when I get to put some intestines back together.
Whoa, okay, I guess sewing them back together?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Claire Hendel asks, Mrs. Thinknoodles, what ability or skill do you wish you most had that you don't have already?
If I could pick anything, I would say I wish I could fly.
That's a superhero ability, like a human one. Something that you see someone do, you're like, wow, I wish I could do that.
I wish I was a better baker.
A baker?
Yeah, I love baking.
Okay, all right. I wish you were a better baker too, so I could eat it. James Kirby asks, to Think's wife, what are your hobbies?
I love to ski. I love shopping. I like walking Kopi. I love playing with Kopi. I like to watch TV. I like to read. Pretty much all my hobbies.
You don't read that much, though.
I read a lot of medical
well, yeah, you read a lot of medical stuff for work. And Kopi is adding her hobbies as well. Yeah.
Which is barking.
Good job, dog. Free Mining MC asks, Think Wife, what do you do when you're bored and you're off from work that day?
That doesn't happen very often, but if I am off, I try to spend the day with Justin. We usually try to walk Kopi on a really long walk up to the park, up to Central Park, or shopping.
Yeah, and let's see, Kopi, again, she says, me. Yes, on her days off, it's pretty much always about Kopi. Brooke Mart asks, do you watch Walking Dead? And I think that's to both of us. And my answer is yes, and your answer is?
No.
No. Your answer is?
I haven't watched it yet.
There it is. Yeah, I'm trying to get her to watch it, guys. So you need to encourage her to watch it because it's awesome. Silly Sisters 45 asks, what's the most annoying thing Kopi has ever done?
Kopi loves to wait until Justin gets into the shower, and then she tries to steal pens off of his desk. That is maybe the most annoying thing Kopi does. But she's really cute when she does it because she knows she's naughty, and she'll steal it and kind of like bow her head down so you can't see it. You can tell she did something bad. Yeah, and she always does it. The second I turn on the shower, she's like, oh, I'm going to get away with everything. Zanira Zahir asks, wife, how much do you like noodles? I love noodles.
Yes!
It's kind of weird because I've always liked noodles when I grew up and when I was growing up, and I still love noodles now. And
do you think about them?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't need to.
Oh, man. Leaf Clan Cat asks, hey, Think's wife, or Rochelle, did I spell it right? What was your first video game?
As far as the spelling, my name actually has an A instead of an I, but that's okay because it's pronounced exactly as you spell it. And as far as my first video game, I think it was Super Mario World.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
It's my favorite, and I love Tetris.
Oh, no, Tetris was probably before Super Mario World.
I don't know. Though. It was around the same time.
Okay. Brian Nova. For the wife, does Think really like noodles?
He does. He eats a lot of noodles because I eat a lot of noodles.
Yeah, and whenever we go down to Chinatown, it's like if someone, because sometimes we don't get to order, right? You know, it's like the family orders and we get to eat what they decided to order. And when they don't order noodles, I'm like, man, we got ripped off. Lego Man asks, for Think's wife, do you see blood? And how do you not faint if you see it?
I do see a lot of blood at work, but it's not as disgusting as people think it is because it's a very controlled environment.
Is it different that it's not your blood too? I think because some people have a problem. Some people can see other people's blood, but if they see their own, they faint.
No, it doesn't really make a difference.
Oh, okay. Dusty Hunter 1 asks, for Think's wife, when you sat, could you sit on your hair when your hair was crazy long?
Yes,
yeah.
I could. I used to have to move it aside when I sat down or when I went to the bathroom. Or when I went on roller coasters, I used to double it and stick it under my shirt so I wouldn't get caught because I always had this fear that I would get caught in something. But it was kind of a crazy fear because that's not true.
Ski lifts too. When we were skiing, she would actually, the entire time you're skiing, her hair was always tucked into her jacket and into your pants, right? Yeah. And Dusty Hunter 1 asks, did your wife have a job before she was a doctor?
No. Being a doctor or going into medicine was my first job.
Well, you had that volunteer job.
Yeah, I volunteered in the hospital
Boston. Yeah, she had a few volunteer jobs for getting into medical school and stuff because you do need that on your application. But since then, yeah, this has been her only job because the training period and the educational period is so long. And finally, Pandy Plays asks, hey, I will be asking random and weird questions. Here's my first one. What colors of your socks? Which she fixed and said, I mean, what color is the socks that you're wearing right now?
Mine are really boring. They're just white. But if you had asked me that 2 days ago, I was wearing 2 different socks because I wasn't able to find a pair that matched.
Yeah, because Kobe steals our socks, and she always steals one, and then we wash the socks, and then we only have onesies. And the other day, that's why I put this on here. I was hoping that you'd be wearing different socks. I'm wearing black ones, but it would have been funny if you were wearing all the different colored socks. All right, guys, that's it for this week's Ask Think. Go ahead and give it a like and show your support for my wife being on the video. Don't forget to leave your question in the comments below so I can have something to answer when I get back from vacation. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on!